It's morning, afternoon, or evening. God sent you to this video for a reason. All things happen for a reason. God doesn't make mistakes. Today, what we're going to do is learn the Lord's Prayer. Now, I know a lot of people might be saying, who doesn't know the Lord's Prayer? But you'll be surprised. There are a lot of people out here right now that do not know the Lord's Prayer. So today, for everyone that might not know the Lord's Prayer, gonna learn it today. And you shouldn't be embarrassed. Don't feel bad about it or anything like that. Maybe you were never taught. Maybe you weren't brought up around people that were spiritual or people that went to church or anything like that. Or people that just believed in God. So for everyone that doesn't know how to pray, I'm gonna help you learn how to pray today. But first, I like to start out by reading Psalms 34 and 44. If you saw the first episode, you know I start my day off with Psalms 34 and 44 every day of my life. And it's been tremendous for me in my life, and it will be tremendous for you in your life and do wonderful things for you if you read Psalms 34 and 44 when you start your day. And I also noted that you should read Psalms 44 twice a day. Read 34 and 44 in the morning, but read 44 again sometime before the day is over, whether it's back to back or later on in the evening or sometime before you go to bed. Just try to make a note to always read Psalms 44 twice a day. Okay. Now, if you're led to watch this video, if you clicked on this video, no matter what time of day it is, if it's evening, good evening to you. If it's afternoon, good afternoon. If you're watching it right now, grand rising to you. But you were led to this video for a reason. So, if you feel like you were led to this video by God, like I know you were, just give the video a thumbs up to let me know that you can relate to what I'm saying in this video. So, Psalms 34 is what we read first every morning. And this is what we'll start with. And I'm going to read Psalms 34 and 44 for 7 episodes straight, 7 days straight. And then by then, you should be in the pattern of reading this on your own, with or without me, every morning. I'm trying to get you used to reading Psalms 34 and 44 every morning to start your day, like I start mine. So, let's read Psalms 34 right now. I will bless the Lord at all times. His praise shall continually be in my mouth. My soul shall make her boast in the Lord. The humble shall hear thereof and be glad. O magnify the Lord with me, and let us exalt his name together. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, and delivered me from all my fears. They looked unto him, and were lightened, and their faces were not ashamed. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him, and saved him out of all his troubles. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. O fear the Lord, ye his saints, for there is no want to them that fear him. The young lions do lack and suffer hunger, but they that seek the Lord shall not want any good thing. Come, ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Lord. What man is he that desireth life, and loveth many days that he may see good? Keep thy tongue from evil, and thy lips from speaking guile. Depart from evil, and do good. Seek peace, and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. The face of the Lord is against them that do evil, to cut off the remembrance of them from the earth. The righteous cry, and the Lord heareth, and delivereth them out of all their troubles. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivereth him out of them all. Hallelujah. He keepeth all his bones, not one of them is broken. Evil shall slay the wicked, and they that hate the righteous shall be desolate. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Yes. Now that's Psalms 34. If you can feel that in your spirit, just give this video a thumbs up whenever you see this video. I love Psalms 34, man. I really do. Especially the part in verse 19 where it said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all. That's because he's a merciful God. A lot of times we don't even deserve his mercy because we do things that we know we're not supposed to be doing, and we do it over and over and over and over just because we know he's a merciful God and that he'll forgive us if we ask him for forgiveness. But that doesn't give us an excuse to just keep doing things over and over just because we know he's a merciful God. So think about that, and let's give God more respect for his goodness. Now, we're about to read Psalms 44. And for those of you who are new to the channel, I am T-Mal, T-M-A-L, which is an acronym for The Messenger and Light. And this show is called The Message and Light. So now, we're moving along to Psalms 44. Now, this is the Psalms that I told you should read twice a day. So keep that in mind. I always read it early in the morning, and then I'll read it again sometime before I go to sleep. Sometimes it's in the afternoon, sometimes it's in the evening, sometimes it may be right before bed. But let's read Psalms 44 right now. This is the plea for help. This is a prayer for protection and help from God, from your enemies or your haters, or whatever you would like to call them. Let us read. We have heard with our ears, O God, our fathers have told us, what work thou didst in their days, in the times of old, how thou didst drive out the heathen with thy hand, and plantedst them, how thou didst afflict the people, and cast them out. For they got not the land in possession by their own sword, neither did their own arm save them. But thy right hand, and thine arm, and the light of thy countenance, because thou hadst a favor unto them. Thou art my king, O God. Command deliverances for Jacob. Through thee will we push down our enemies. Through thy name will we tread them under that rise up against us. For I will not trust in my bow, neither shall my sword save me. But thou hast saved us from our enemies, and hast put them to shame that hated us. In God we boast all the day long, and praise thy name forever. But thou hast cast off, and put us to shame, and goest not forth with our armies. Thou makest us to turn back from the enemy, and they which hate us spoil for themselves. Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. My confusion is continually before me, and the shame of my face hath covered me. For the voice of him that reproacheth and blasphemeth, by reason of the enemy and avenger. All this is come upon us, yet have we not forgotten thee. Neither have we dealt falsely in thy covenant. Our heart is not turned back, neither have our steps declined from thy way. Though thou hast sore broken us in the place of dragons, and covered us with the shadow of death. If we have forgotten the name of our God, or stretched out our hands to a strange God, shall not God search this out? For he knoweth the secrets of the heart. Yeah. For thy sake are we killed all the day long. We are counted as sheep for the slaughter. Awake, why sleepest thou, O Lord? Arise, cast us not off forever. Wherefore hidest thou thy face, and forgettest our affliction and our oppression? For our soul is bowed down to the dust, our belly cleaveth unto the earth. Arise for our help, and redeem us for thy mercy's sake. Now that was Psalms 44. Read that every morning when you wake up, right after you read Psalms 34. And read it once again sometime before the day is over with. As I told you earlier in the first video and in this video, try to read Psalms 44 twice a day. You can read it 2 times back to back if you want to make sure you don't forget, if that works better for you. Now, like I said at the beginning of the video, and the title of the video is Learning the Lord's Prayer. So that's what we're about to do right now. For everyone that doesn't know how to pray, I'm going to teach you now how to pray. Now, you should pray every night before you go to bed. And you should get on your knees. It said every knee must bow before God. You're either going to do it now in the flesh or you're going to do it later. It's better that you do it now before you have to do it later. Because we're all going to do it later, whether they want to or not. I love God, so I have no issue getting on my knees praying to God. And yes, it's okay for you to pray sitting upright or wherever you might be, in your car or whatever, but it's the right way to do everything. And it's the reason why people say get on your knees and pray. So, with that being said, we're about to learn the Lord's Prayer. So repeat after me. Close your eyes. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses as you forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. Now, that's the Lord's Prayer. And if you just heard me say this prayer, you said it with me, and God bless you. It's the reason why you're here watching this right now, whenever you're watching it. No matter what time of day it is, no matter what day it is. God sent you to this channel and sent you to this message for a reason.